Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing? I'm doing good. Everything is going great. Well, thereabouts. Anyways, I want to put a few more stories today. I have an actual Fukishima update on the plant that went a while ago in Japan. The image you're seeing is some kind of 3D rendering of the infrared, I believe, disaster related to the Fukushima plant and the radiation leak thereof. So, this is actually coming out, and it's actually a big deal. I believe this is new news because I haven't heard it before. Three former Tepco executives have been charged in the Fukushima plant situation. So this is a little bit while ago, but it's still making the news, and I saw this a while ago. And there was an update on the court battle, so I decided to show this because I couldn't show the one in the court battle. It's not really that old. I mean, February 29th, that's a week ago. Yeah, no big deal. Anyways, folks, three former executives at Tokyo Electronic Power Company, Tepco, have been formally charged the rulings from the citizen panel last year, and despite two previous refusals by Tokyo prosecutors to press charges, the three will be the first to go to court over the catastrophic meltdown which followed the massive tsunami. Those charged include Tepco chairman Sunichi Katsumata, former executive vice president Sekai Muto, and Ichiro Takero, whatever. And basically, as their indictments did not stipulate arrest, none of the trio have been taken into custody. And there's something I have from Reuters on that as well. Japanese citizen panels made up by residents selected by lottery are a rarely used but highly profiled feature of Japan's legal system introduction after World War II to curb bureaucratic overreach. I do not know if this is their version of jury or not. Somebody can fill me in on that as to whether or not that is the same or nearly the same. They were given the power to force prosecution if they called for them a second time. So, to me, it sounds like the same thing we have in the United States called a jury, but I'm not certain it works the exact same way. The panel found the three executives did not exercise sufficient preventive means, despite being warned of potential effects of the tsunami couldn't have on Fukushima plant. Or could have had on the Fukushima plant. And there's also something out of BBC. Japan's national media outlet, NHK, said the three former executives plan to enter not guilty pleas as they could not have anticipated the size of the 2011 tsunami. Moreover, folks, the reason I believe that these execs probably will never have a huge jail sentence or anything major related to that is very simple, folks. Even if they would have shut the plant down, let's say they would have had a week to prepare, right? They knew about this super tsunami a week in advance. Well, there's no way you could take care of all that nuclear material inside a week. I believe the procurement procedures standardized by, I forget the people who are running it in the international level, folks, but via the UN would say you need about a month to contain the nuclear stuff that's in the reactors that is basically cooking, so to speak. And so procedure on that, I believe, is better part of 20 days. I don't know if they could easily take something out of the reactors and put it on a truck and haul it inside Tokyo, bury it, and bring it back, or something along those lines. Whether or not they have the ability to do that, I don't know. But from what I understand, I have a cousin that is a nuclear scientist for the United States Navy, and he and I talked once about all these weird little nuances. And what it basically comes down to is, basically international law, whether or not they have sufficient time to do this or do that, and what can happen thereof. And I don't think that they had more than 2 or 3 days notice of this, and I don't believe that they're guilty of everything, but they had time to shut everything down, and they did not. So, too bad for them, folks.